Whoa, them side by side, the power though. Hello and welcome back to my channel. We're back on the 1 week kick, and this is with a Patreon request from Alice ONEWE. I'm just gonna keep saying your name weird until you let me know how to pronounce it. Alice ONEWE. Again, I love ONEWE. So far, we've checked out a handful of songs. I think only really 4 though, and I really do enjoy their sound. I always forget his name, but their main vocalist is just nuts. He sounds so incredible. We're checking out 2 new songs today. One is featuring Hwasa, so I'm super interested. That's gonna be the first one we check out. It is called Q, and then the second track is called 0 and 4. So I don't think these are title tracks in any way. They don't have many views, honestly, which is surprising, but they also are very oddly named songs. And the one Q, especially, I didn't even know that it had an English name because I'm like looking through all the Hangul and I'm like, what is this song called? So I'm assuming these are B-sides, I would think. But I'm really interested to see how Hwasa, their label mates, sounds on this song. And I like how they're including all these different, Purple Kisses in the video. You got some Alexa, now Hwasa. So very, very cool that they're including a bunch of other artists in some of their tracks. So let's start. Again, if you would like to give a Patreon request like this that I will 100% react to, you get 1 request a month. It is my highest tier on Patreon. If you're not interested in that, there's plenty of other content, including lots of Mamamoo content, speaking of Hwasa, on my Patreon. So yeah, check that out. Thank you so much, and let's go. This is Q from ONEWE. Younghoon. That's it. That's him, right? Younghoon. Oh, this is different. So they're starting with the rapper here. Wow, this is a totally different style. Not only in just the way it sounds, but the way that they're performing right now. The looks they're giving to the camera, it's totally different. This keyboard man, yeah? Hey. It's interesting with her being in this kind of tile-like scene. It's almost like she is in a bath, especially with the dark paint. It looks like it is cut off. It really reminds me of that opening shot and beginning to Maria. Whoa, them side by side, the power though. Whoa. I love how much Hwasa is in this. Listen to her. I love that raspy strength. Whoa. Listen to that warping synth, and even the guitar kind of playing during Hwasa's part that we had just listened to really does seem to kind of take on some kind of Latin sounding element again that is so prevalent in a lot of Hwasa stuff.
앞뒤가 바뀌어도 우린 그 자리에 또 남은 그 자리에 네 눈을 봐도 난 진짜 모르겠다고 앞뒤가 섞여도 우린 그 자리에 또 남은 그 자리에 네 눈을 봐도 난 진짜 모르겠다고.
This is so different for them from what I've heard so far. A slow grind of a song. God, she looks amazing. And I like how the scars and the wounds in this relationship are now kind of physically manifesting in the video on their face. Woo! Yes! Fuck it up, Santana. This is so interesting because the sound of this is what I would expect a song to sound like, a ONEWE song to sound like, with Hwasa's musical image on it. Okay. Oh, wow. Yeah. Like that was a perfect, beautiful blend of but you know, both groups. And it's interesting because it's featuring Hwasa, but she has a massive feature on this. I mean, she's like the majority of the song almost. Honestly, I always forget his name, but the rapper of ONEWE is kind of on this second to her, if anything, I would think. You hear a lot of him, which is cool. This is a very different style from what I'm used to with them. But as I said, it really does seem like if you took a lot of the elements of Hwasa's solo stuff from what I've heard and kind of mixed in ONEWE with it, this is exactly what you'd expect. It comes out as like the perfect baby as the melding between the two. And it really works for Hwasa. It works with her vocals, it works with her performance, and kind of just the way she likes to like the vibe that she likes to roll with on a lot of her songs and on camera as well. She looked awesome in this. Probably not like when I come to ONEWE, not the type of song that I'm really looking for from what I know so far in their discography, but still a nice change of pace and a different type of sound to add to their repertoire, to add to their discography, that I find it really interesting. And I'm never going to complain when, you know, you are going to combine two artists that I really, really like a lot in ONEWE and Hwasa. Also, I got to shout out real quick to ONEWE's logo, because I think this logo is sick. I think it's really, really nice. Weird thing to just, you know, come out and say. But I really do like that logo. It's sick. Okay, now we're moving on to 0 and 4. Again, another song that I have no idea in terms of what it's going to sound like. They have some songs that have surprised me. Like End of Spring was so different from a lot of their other stuff. It's not, honestly, over time, it's really just not something I want to listen to a lot. It reminds me so much of one song, and I was thinking so hard when I was reacting to it. I was like, what is this? And then someone had mentioned that it is similar to... Is it Timberland or Timber, not Timberland. Oh my God, those are not Timberland. Timber, which I think is like a Kesha song that I do not care for. And once I made that connection, I was like, oh, I could only hear that. So I really want to react to the rock version of that song sometime soon, because the original version over time has just not sat super well with me. So we'll check out that rock version eventually. But now it is 0 and 4. Captions are on. Okay, this is going to be totally different in tone. This looks a bit more playful, a bit more silly, a bit more bright, upbeat. And I love all their posters in the background. AC/DC, Ramones, Queen, Green Day, Foo Fighters, Pink Floyd, The Who. Good Lord, you can go on for days. REM. And Prince. Hey, he's wearing a Webster Hall shirt. I've been to Webster Hall plenty of times. Plenty of times. Look at that. This is reminding me of some of like Stray Kids' more playful tracks like Awkward Silence. Yeah, totally. All these quirky elements they're adding into the actual musicality of the song, so interesting. Like a mic check, and also what they're referring to in the song. I'm trying to understand exactly what this is referring to. You know, mind your manners and whatnot. Someone asking to skip to the chorus, skip the verses, which is heresy. Stop. Oh, got real jazzy all of a sudden. Oh, this is a total crack song. Oh my god, this is one of those songs that the fandom just loves and wants to hear them and see them perform live, and it's a really great breakup of a live show. It is totally in that like Stray Kids vein of like an Awkward Silence or a Get Cool. It is totally similar to those two tracks, where when I saw them live, it's a great breakup in the show to, you know, have something from all these serious songs that, you know, ONEWE has and all these like emotional tracks to have a great kind of twist on the show and have a bit more lighthearted, playful, fun songs. And the way that this rap part comes in is just so different from the rest of the song, and it's supposed to be. I'm washing my coffee intake. Wait, what did it say? My wallet is normally full of cash. Oh my god, these lyrics are ridiculous. Oh my god, this is so corny, I love it. They're having so much fun with it. Damn, he's been rocking that guitar for 2 songs now. He's some visual though, man. My keyboard man. Some kind of visual. I can't distinguish public matters from private ones. So a lot of this seems to be like either like someone being in an unwarranted way boastful, or like, you know, talking shit when they shouldn't be, or someone like not minding their manners, talking out of turn, you know, cutting someone off. It's that kind of sense I'm getting, at least lyrically, from this. There's gotta be a lot here that I'm not picking up on. Bowing at 220 degrees. What a great ending. Yeah, see, like I just said in the previous song, tracks that differentiate, you know, what we've heard, their discography, something that's totally different. This is so different from any of the other stuff that I've heard from them, and it's a nice like refreshing pace. It's something that when this comes on, you're like, oh shit, it's a bit more, you know, playful ONEWE, and you know, it's a different kind of feeling you get for it when you listen to it. And I totally love when groups do that and take themselves a little bit less seriously in some of their tracks. So this is so nice, playful, bright, different, and I like how, you know, quirky it is with the little bit of ad-libs that they add to it. And I'm sure that when they perform this live that it is probably different. A lot of groups, when it comes to these silly songs, like to improvise or add a little spin on it each time that they perform it live, so it makes it so fun. It's like a little like party with the fandom. So I love that ONEWE has a track like this that they can go to in their repertoire. So both of these songs, very different from what I know of them. Again, they're not, each one is not a song where I'm like, oh, I gotta hear that right now, and it's something I'm gonna be playing over and over again, but they're a nice little departure from their usual sound to break up the rest of the a bit more serious, a bit more emotional songs that I really do love from them. So this is awesome. Two widely different songs, widely different from both the discography and each other. Thank you again so much, Alice, for the request. I'm loving me some ONEWE, and there's really, I don't think there's a ton of stuff that they've released. I know that they have one full album. I would like to check that out eventually at some point on Patreon, but I'm assuming they're going to be having a comeback, you know, probably in 2-3 months, because I think their last one honestly was not that long ago. I'm pretty sure when I reacted to it, it was only like a week or two after it dropped, so we actually might have a bit of a wait, but shit, I'm totally on board. I'm excited for checking out more of this group. I'm not sure how many more MVs we've got to check out, but I'm very interested. All of these K-bands have really been blowing me away. I've been enjoying each and every single one, so thank you guys for recommending a lot of them. I'm really having a good time with it, and I hope you are too. If you enjoyed this video, please like it down below. Please subscribe. Check out the K-bands that I check out every single Thursday. Every single Thursday you can expect new videos on some kind of K-band for sure. And yeah, and check out the playlist down below in the description for more ONEWE or any other type of K-band that you may enjoy, whether it's Day 6, your Happy Palas, your Lucy's. There's a whole lot of them. So thank you so much. I really appreciate it, and I'll see you in the next video.